James Corden was banned from a restaurant in New York City for his bad, awful behavior that we have heard about once before.
So this came out of nowhere, posted by Keith McNally, who I believe is one of the owners of, or the owner, I don't know how many owners these places have, but a very prominent New York restaurants. Balthazar, Pastis, Morandi, Minetta Tavern, all big name places. He's got them all tagged in his bio. He posts this picture of James Corden that honestly looks like the quality of this photo looks like it was pulled up on it was already like a pixelated photo on the computer, and then it was printed out, and then someone spilled water on it, and then they took a picture of that picture, and then that's what he posted. Like it looks like there's like watermarks. It's such a bizarre photo. He posts this. He writes, James Corden is a huge... It's really, honestly, it's just written. It's very funny. James Corden is a hugely gifted comedian, but a tiny cretin of a man.
Amen.
And the most abusive customer to my Balthazar servers since the restaurant opened 25 years ago. I don't often 86 a customer, today I 86'd Corden. Talking about 86ing someone too, it's like I 86 Corden. I'm sorry, he said. It did not make me laugh. Here are two examples of the funny man's treatment of my staff. This is manager's report number 1. In June, James Corden was here on table 61. Although this is diabolical, it happens very occasionally in all restaurants. After eating his main course, Corden showed the hair to Balthazar manager G, who was very apologetic. Corden was extremely nasty to G and said, get us another round of drinks this second, and also take care of all of our drinks so far. This way I won't write any nasty reviews in Yelp or anything like that. Second, manager's report number 2. James Corden was at Balthazar with his wife on October 9th for brunch. He asked for a table outside. Brunch manager D. Alley took the party to table 301. Mr. Corden's wife ordered an egg yolk omelet with Gruyere cheese and salad. A few minutes after they received the food, James called their server, MK, and told her there was a little bit of egg mixed with the egg yolk. MK informed the floor manager G. The kitchen remade the dish, but unfortunately sent it with home fries instead of salad.
How dare they?
That's when James Corden began yelling like crazy to the server, you can't do your job. You can't do your job. Maybe I should go into the kitchen and cook the omelet myself.
I can picture this. I can so picture this.
MK was very apologetic and brought G over to the table. He returned the dish, and after that, everything was fine. He gave them promo champagne glasses to smooth things out. G said that Corden was pleasant to him but nasty to the server. MK was very shaken, but professional that she is, continued to finish her shift.
This sounds exactly like something James Corden would do, in my opinion. I picture it. I picture him screaming, going on a rant.
But my
you
thing
idiot!
Is, he's in a public restaurant. If he's really screaming at me, like, doesn't he think like all these people here know who I am? Like, they're gonna be like, he looks like an asshole.
I wouldn't say he was screaming. He's probably like looking at the server, like angrily talking.
Yeah.
And so I think when people say screaming, kind of like whatever. But
also, I don't even need to hear any other stories about James Corden to know that, like, this is, in my mind, the number one show of, like, you want to put all your cards on the table, see how you treat waitstaff. Like, if you are a dick to waitstaff, that's all I need to know about how you are as a person.
I hate when people are rude. They don't say thank you. They don't look at them and talk. Like, just
and
normal basic
Sometimes
manners
mistakes happen.
with waitstaff. If you don't have
crazy.
that, I automatically am like, ugh.
Like,
Gives me shivers down my spine.
Sometimes you go into a restaurant, they're understaffed, it's a busy night, like, they are trying their best. It might not be the best dining experience you've ever had, but there's just no reason to be rude to somebody or yell at somebody when they're trying to do their job. And there was a follow-up. Keith then posted another extremely pixelated photo. I don't know where he's finding these. They're
Google,
really
but
bad.
in bad service areas, bad Wi-Fi.
Like,
they're not saving fully.
Yeah. And then he wrote, James Corden just called me and apologized profusely. Having fucked up myself more than most people, I strongly believe in second chances. So if James Corden lets me host his Late Late Show for 9 months, I'll immediately rescind his ban from Balthazar. No, of course not. But anyone magnanimous enough to apologize to a deadbeat layabout like me and my staff doesn't deserve to be banned from anywhere, especially Balthazar. So come back to the 5 and dime, Jimmy Corden. Jimmy Corden, all is forgiven.
I was so praying that he'd be like, and I said, yeah, let me host your late night show for 9 months. Fuck you. And that was it. Like, there was no, like, just kidding. You can come back anytime. If he was like, no, you're a piece of shit. You're not allowed back here.
What's also, it's like...
You're banned. You're banned.
And it's also like the damage is done, you know? Like,
He'll never go back.
He put these stories out there.
Yeah.
And they're still up. Like, it's not like he deleted them. They're still on his Instagram for everyone to read.
And the fact that James Corden called and apologized means that
he has
did
something to apologize for.
And he only did it because everyone found out.
Yeah, and
exactly.
if James Corden said publicly that never happened, that's different. But James Corden calling him to apologize means he called and apologized because he knows that he treated them like shit.
Yeah, exactly. Gary Janetti had 2 very funny comments on the page. Either that one, he wrote, "This has been a roller coaster." It's like, yes, it's just... Like, of course he's apologizing now. He just got called out publicly. And yeah, like, it's kind of like, what is there to... It's just funny of, like, posting this story in the first place on Instagram publicly.
Yeah, like, he could have banned him privately.
Yeah, exactly. It's like posting it publicly. I don't know. Maybe he just said, I'm going to be the first guy to say, to, like, really publicly say something.
Wait, did it say when this happened, these things?
Yeah, like this month.
Okay, I was going to say. Like,
The dates were in
it
here.
must have been very recent.
In June was one, and then the second was on October 9th.
Okay, that makes sense.
So, like, it just happened. So I think, you know, old Keith here was like, PSA, James Corden, you're out. You're 86th.
I want more restaurant stories about James Corden.
You're 86th.
I know they have them out there.
I think I saw it. It was either on Dumois or somebody sent it in somewhere else. Maybe Dumois, or I saw on someone's Instagram story that they told a story of being in the same, I think it was Dumois, on at a restaurant years ago, and Harry Styles and James Corden were at a table near them, and Harry was, you know, sweet as pie, and James was just an absolute monster at the table. So
that's how you know he's crazy, because he doesn't know. Like, you could be a monster, but you're like, I need to put on a front.
Right.
Like, I'm with Harry. Like, I don't want him to think I'm a dick.
I know.
Harry can't be sitting there being like,
Yeah, like,
what?
Why this man's acting this way?
know,
Like,
I
this is
know.
embarrassing.
Well, it is embarrassing. Have you ever been in a scenario like that where, like, you've been at a table
Yes.
with friends or other people, and they're rude?
Yeah, I've been out with Trent.
And you're just like, and you're sitting at the table, and you're like, I'm so mortified
Right,
that
like,
they're,
I can't
because
believe
you
they're
didn't
asking or
know
saying
that
this.
like, maybe it's your first time going out with them. You didn't know this about these people,
Right.
And then you're at the table, and you're like, oh my god, this is I'm mortified. Like,
This is how they act.
This is how they act.
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah.
That's a nightmare situation.
It
Thinking you
is.
know somebody and then going out to dinner with them and seeing they act like James Corden.
It completely changes your opinion.
That's gonna be like,
it's
don't pull
it's
a
an
James Corden.
immediate
Yeah.
change. Yeah, exactly.
Immediately, I judge you.
I feel like everyone's gonna be making that joke to wait staff. It's like, don't worry,
Don't worry.
I'm no James Corden.
I'm no Jimmy.
what is it with
I got
talk
you.
show hosts being terrible people?
Because they get to meet all these people, and I actually don't know. I really don't.
But I wouldn't
It's
say
just two.
like,
It's just
yeah. I was starting to think of other people.
No,
like
no,
Jimmy.
everyone-
I feel like Jimmy Kimmel's pretty liked.
No,
Jimmy
I feel like
Fallon is
Jimmy
pretty
Kimmel.
liked.
I feel like Jimmy Kimmel is not liked.
No, I
No?
think he is.
Really?
I've
think
never heard
He
people
always
like talking about
once a
bad
year, he
stories about Jimmy
cries
Kimmel.
about something on his show, and everyone's like, oh, we love Jimmy Kimmel.
I don't know. Maybe there's some dirt on Jimmy Kimmel that I don't know
Conan
about.
is
But
great.
Yeah.
I think people like Jimmy Fallon. Apparently, he's just a partier, but
I think he just is a heavy drinker.
yeah.
And
Hey, who are we to judge?
yeah, exactly. And
But we're
sounds like Aaron Judge just did something really important.
we should end.
We should just wrap it up and just like go Yankees.
Yeah. No, my
No.
dad
No.
sent me actually a really funny.
No, go Phillies, guys. You know me. Come on.
My dad sent me a text on was it Monday? The Yankees lost
he was like,
Sunday
don't you?
night.
He was like, did he say something now because Marty's a Yankees fan? He said, don't you dare.
Oh no! It's
Oh.
he just has this back and forth with Marty where
Okay.
they like Marty will shit on the Mets and then my dad will shit on the Yankees, but the Mets are not still in the playoffs, so you know my dad is a little sour about that, and my
Okay.
dad like trolls Marty on Instagram like as
Yes.
if he's another troll.
Yes.
My dad texted me Monday because the Yankees lost Sunday night, I think it was, or no, they lost Saturday. They lost Saturday night, and my dad texted me this Sunday morning. Tell Matt the sky seems bluer today. The clouds seem fluffier. The birds are chirping tears of joy. Will this happen because the Yankees lost? LMAO. I'm like, he's loving this.
Yeah, loving it.
Yep.
So,
but then he'll get on the phone with him and he'll be like, Matt, I'm really rooting for you. He's like, I'm not in my 20s anymore. Like, I'm rooting for you. I'm like, what? He can't decide.
He just likes to be in the mix.
Yeah. He can't decide if he wants to shit on him or if he's gonna, root for him.
Yeah, he just wants to get into the mix.
Yeah.
But
all right.
I don't think James Corden's going back to Balthazar.
Never. Unless they're like, please come back, we'll host you.
I would never go back ever if I was him. Imagine how uncomfortable that would be.
I can't imagine.
I don't want to interact with the wait staff after that.
Nope.